wanted to say a couple of things based on what Kate and Ashley just said, that thanks to Kate, I downloaded CourseSmart instead of the textbook app that I was using, which did not allow me to zoom very well, but I couldn't mark in the textbook, so I just took a screenshot. Do we know how to take screenshots? We press our home button and our power button up at the top, so it would be like, and it takes like a flash shot, and it saves it to your photos. So in the textbook app, I took a shot of the map, and then I just put the photo in Notability. So then in class, I could say, okay, now when we say that Jefferson doubled the size of the country, we literally mean flip this over and there it is, right? That we have a problem in our class of reading our pictures, because pictures are empty space in the textbook and we can just pass over them. So then I can pull it up in class if it's something that I want to emphasize. It also means that I can screenshot in the textbook and embed that into a test. And so I never have to look for a nonverbal data piece of information for them in class anymore. I just take a screenshot, and so when they took the test and I handed it back, I said, remember that time I told you to read the pictures? That's why you got a 7 out of 10. You've never seen this before. It was in your homework reading. So that's... And that when we're wondering, okay, well, so what actually happened in this moment? Then, we don't know. We go to the internet and we're like, all right, let's just double check the election of 1800 and see what the size of the country looked like then. It pulls it up. I already know the image that I want. And I see, okay, now if we're going from this in 1800 to something that is twice as big and has integrated many more states by the time we get to 1824, what kind of problems are we going to run into? Right, that it gives me the flexibility to be anywhere in the classroom and call up information. Sorry. I want this one. If you were in with Ashley and Becca last time, you heard that all of these things from before 1920 something, okay, were not copyrighted. All these free books on iBooks, like the Constitution and Thomas Paine's Common Sense. Then I pull it up. Let's be clear. I signed the Constitution last night, but how many of you got to the word? Let's see, a good word. Appellate jurisdiction, and you're like, yes, next word, but you have no idea what that means. Anyone want to explain to me what appellate? You have no idea, right? So now in class, what I'm going to do, let me do it. There we go. Is I'm going to hold down the word, I'm going to click define, and now you can tell us what appellate means, right? That it is concerned or dealing with applications for a decision to be reversed. But now, because you skipped over that word last night, we can double check that you actually know what that word means when we're standing in class together. There you go. Now, let go. And now you can put note, and it'll give you a post-it note, and you can type something in. If you go back, then you can also just have it highlighted. You can define the words, and that's how I define those words.
But the note disappeared.
The note is right here. So if you click on this little pink square.
Can you write on that document?
And so you can highlight in different colors and add post-it notes in different colors with text. But generally, if I want to write on something, I use this, which is PDF notes. So Ashley likes PDFs in iBooks, but because it is an iPad and we're all not forced to do the same thing, I like PDFs and PDF notes. Because when I open up the daily schedule, I have color-coded it for where I need to be somewhere. And like, I know I now need to add an A period on Tuesday block because I missed a meeting with Ms. Mahoney. On Parents Weekend Friday schedule, and then I can click open in at the top, and it'll open in Dropbox if I want that. I can click open in, and it'll give me options. So I can open it in PDF notes, I can open it in Notability, and then it'll automatically save it there in that place. Discover apps, where you put in an app that you have, like PDF notes. This is where I go. Oh, is it PDF with the icon? Yes, it is. Is that it? Yes. PDF Notes free for iPad, and it gives you similar apps. It tells you if those apps are free or not. It tells you what those apps are rated in the iTunes in the App Store, and then you can say like, oh yeah, PDF Presenter, that sounds about right, and it'll give you similar apps for that one.
And you can open up each one of those.
Take
a double.
If I double click, now I know what to do.
This will take you through all sorts of tutorials about your iPad. Everything from iPad 101. And then you can click, let's say I wanted to know apps for students. I click on it and it has given you suggestions and right.
It does about 5 things and it does it perfectly well.
I take attendance with it every day. I haven't turned that computer on in class.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
we click.
It's on.
On my iPhone,
Please don't.
Yes.
it's awesome.
Yeah. You can keep track of your entire family that way. That's
I have like 4 different iDevices and it will put them all on a map and tell me where they are.
In your house.
Like I think one's in Annie, Oregon right now. This is a crazy cool thing I just learned today from Crystal.
This is an app that I have used maybe like twice, but in class, you download it to the classroom computer and you download the app, and then you can control your classroom computer from your iPad. So that for me, I have the dual touch smartboard, and Ashley and I played around with it earlier. So I can hand the iPad to the kid and have her on the smartboard, plus have the 2 kids up at the board. Now I have 3 kids using my smartboard.
If you can use the smartboard and the iPad together, so she's actually on the iPad.
So she doesn't need the smart TV to do that.
I'm using
Yeah,
Apple
she's
TV.
going